Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Today's date is Saturday, April 6, 2004. The run of the 11th seed is the greatest accomplishment in NC State history. But if you want to watch a team that probably shouldn't have won it either, a great speech done by Jimmy V before he lost his life to cancer about never giving up. And he won the 1983 National Championship. Here is that link. NC State, we'll move on to NC State has won 9 in a row. We'll move on to NC State. Guard DJ Horn will be a player to watch out for. In the regular season, he led the Wolfpack with 17. Casey Mordrell is a player to watch out for. He is a guard. Jaden Taylor, also a player to watch for. He is a guard. Forward Muhammad Adal leads them in rebounds. Forward DJ Burns, there's not many players that have had a better tournament than he has. He plays great physical ball. Could be a good tight end, but maybe we'll try it with the NBA first. If he ever makes the NFL, I think he would be a good tight end. Hint, hint, Chiefs, after Travis Kelce is done. For the number 1 seeded Boilermakers, Zach Edey leads the nation in points with 25 and 12 rebounds. Mason Grill is a forward to watch out for. Guard Braden Smith, he leads the Boilermakers in assists. Guard Lancer Johnson is also a starter for the Boilermakers. Guard French Lawyer is also a player to watch out for. Is also a guard for the Prude Boilermakers. In the second game, it will be the national championship favorites UConn, who won it last year. The number 1 seed will be number 4 Alabama. Tip is at 7:49. Players to watch out for: Ryan Griffin. Starting players for the Roll Tide: Rylan Griffin, Ladder Wills Jr., Mark Sears, who leads them in scoring with about 1.5. Guard Aaron Strago is also a guard. Forward Grain Tinsel is also a starter. The Tide have never won a national championship. UConn lineup: Tristan Newton, Cam Spencer, guard Stephen Castle, forward Alex Abrabant, Donovan
Van Klingen.
UConn runs a 6-man lineup, which usually means that they believe that he is a better to not start in the lineup, which is
Van Klingen,
but he still plays majority of the minutes. That game tips at 7:49. Reminder, the first game tips at 5:09. South Carolina and Caitlin Clark will have the toughest matchup this season. Gamecocks at 37-0. The Iowa is a number 1 seed, 34-4. Obviously, watch out for Caitlin Clark. And for the Gamecocks, watch out for Kimala Cortez, who averages 14 points a game about. She also leads them in rebounding. That's the player to watch out for. We'll go over this game much more tomorrow, as that will be the national championship, South Carolina and Iowa, 2 p.m. The Yankees started the season 7-1, dropped 1 last night, and now 7-2. For the first time since 2016. You will see who I'm going to take in the AL East. Some of the players to watch out for the Yankees: Aaron Judge, center fielder. He was unreal 2 seasons ago. Is still the best player in baseball, I believe. He had 131 RBIs and broke the American League record with 62 home runs, and was the first player to not have steroids when he broke the record as far as everyone knows. In my opinion, as I said, he's the best baseball player right now. Juan Soto, he shows some really power and has had 2 seasons where he went over 110 RBIs. The Padres made a mistake trading him last season. The part that may avoid the Yankees winning the AL East is their starting pitching. The Boston Red Sox do not have the best team, but are also 7-2 to start the season. The other problem with the Boston Red Sox is they have a lot of pitchers on the DL, including Liam Hendriks, a great season last year with a 2.80 ERA. He was a White Sox player before becoming a Red Sox player. Lucas Giolito is also on the DL. Mokus Yashiato is hoping to become a good player. He is in the outfield. He does turn 30, though. The Blue Jays, Christian Bautista struggled last season, but had a good year in 2021. Yasushi Kikuchi was a great starter. He had an ERA under 3 for the Blue Jays. Bobby Bichette has been a very good player at third base. He's a traditional first hitter, but sometimes they bat him third in the lineup. George is not as good a player as everyone thinks he is in the outfield. He has been an above-average player, but it was worth the trade for the Royals. The former Royal was traded for James Shields, who was the second best starter, and got the Royals to a World Series and made the Royals what I think was a leader to give them the World Series before moving on in 2015. Cole Reagans was the best starter the Royals have had this season since James Shields, which was 11 seasons ago. And I believe Cole Reagans is better, but has shown yet to pitch later in games until this season, which were only 2 starts through for him. And now, continuing with the AL East. Orioles are also off to a good start at 5-2. Corbin Burns is one of the best pitchers in baseball. He had a ERA of 3.32, but most guys would kill for that season. He also has been to the All-Star Game 3 times, 2019, 2021, and 2023. Has also been All-First Team in 2021 and won the Cy Young Award winner in 2021. He also led the ERA in 2021, and the next season was the leader in strikeouts in 2022. He played for the Brewers before coming Orioles this season. Craig Kimbrell isn't what he was at one time. He is one of the greatest all-time closing pitchers, and he can still get it done. Ryan Matt can hit for power. He had 33 home runs. He hit 33 home runs in 2021. Usually hovers around 15 or 20. Last year he hit potential than he has showed so far. His most seasons, he has not had a season with more than 90 RBIs. Former Royal Ryan O'Hearn, the Orioles saved a spot for him. He saved a spot for him on this season's team with having a good season last year. While he is over 30, he is a below-average starter. Jonathan Haley was a good reliever for the Royals at one time. He is on the Orioles now. The Tampa Bay Rays is a team the Royals would look to in most seasons. Tampa Bay Rays don't expect them to be good, but expect them to be good better than most people think they will be. No matter what, always pick the Rays in the over for the season wins. Yanni Diaz hits 300. He hasn't had great power, but last year hit 23 home runs. Isaac and had a great season last year, also batting over 300. Isaiah Padres, underrated hitter. He had 31 last year. To be honest, I don't have any idea who he is, but he had very good stats last season and had some other good seasons too. How the teams have started: the Red Sox are 6-2, along with the Yankees. The Baltimore Orioles are 5-2. The Blue Jays are 4-4. The Rays are 3-5. I've got the Orioles winning 99 games. As I said, the Orioles are 5-2. The Blue Jays are 92-70, a wild card team. On my standings, they had 89 wins last year. Yankees 90-72, a wild card team. The Yankees were 82-80. I have the Rays dropping back majorly this season, but finishing 500 at 81-81 were the wild card winners of last year of the AL East. I have the Red Sox 78-84 last season. They were 77-85. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.